Hello everyone, welcome to the Green Man channel. Hope you're all good and well. So this video really is serving as an introduction to a series of videos I'm going to be doing about this fantasy series, this series of books by Steven Erikson, known of course, as you may very well be familiar with these if you're a fantasy fan, the Malazan Book of the Fallen. And I've got the first book here with me, The Gardens of the Moon. And you can see the text, the author's name has faded a bit over the years. I've had this book, I think, for 10 or 11 years now. And so, yes, you might have guessed, I mean, I've already started to reread Gardens of the Moon, but nearly halfway through there. And this isn't my first, so this isn't the first time I've read this book, or in fact, Dead House Gates, Memories of Ice, and House of Chains. I've read those books once, but I'm determined to actually this time round to complete the series. And I just thought, it'd be really difficult to re-enter the series, a series as dense and as complex as Malazan Book of the Fallen, going straight into book 5. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start this series from scratch again, go back to the very beginning, to Gardens of the Moon, treat it seriously this time, and just try and read through all of these books. My plan is, after each reading of each book, I would do a video for that book. And that's likely to be a commentary. I had considered doing a full-blown summary of each book, but I do think the challenge of time will come into things. With the other content, lots of my content on this channel is obviously music related, so I think I would find it difficult to have that, to have to summarize what are, pretty vast, pretty big books with a lot that happens. These are quite layered, there's lots of different plot lines to follow, and to summarize all of that and every single thing that happens, I think would just be very challenging for me. But rather like I've done with Wheel of Time, and with the Stormlight Archive books even, where I just was kind of sharing my commentaries on those, I'll be doing a similar sort of thing with Erikson's Malazan Book of the Fallen, but probably pointing out favourite moments, favourite quotes maybe from the books, and also trying, if you're not familiar with the series, maybe I can sort of try and persuade you, or get you interested into these books with each of my kind of commentaries on each one. This is really dense, really complex high fantasy stuff here. Very political from memory with what goes on. There's a lot of military stuff in it as well, a lot of tactical things. He ties in his ideas related, there's a lot of there's gods involved in this as well that interfere with the powers that be, in the sort of, on lands that sort of more, the more real people involved, lots of their affairs are meddled with by gods, and it's very interesting, but as I say, very sort of very dense, and not an easy read. I don't think you can really speed read these too easily unless I think you've read the series maybe a couple of times before. But yeah, looking forward to getting back into all things Malazan, and I will be starting with Gardens of the Moon, probably, if not next weekend after, I should think I'll be doing my my sort of review video of this first book in this series. So if there are any Malazan fans out there, I'd love to hear from you about what you think of the series, which is your favourite book, what do you sort of, who your favourite characters, I suppose I've got to try and urge here not to give away too many spoilers, because as I say, I've only read the first 4 books, so there may be big spoilers from other parts in the series, I suppose. So perhaps no giveaway of too many spoilers there in the comments. But yeah, thanks all for watching, and I look forward to that first video. Otherwise, coming up this week, I was going to try and do one of my sort of catch-up review videos. I've got 2 or 3 albums I'd like to review. I may do all of those in one video like I did a couple of weeks ago, do a sort of maybe a triple album review. I have the Meshuggah album review to do on Friday, which is a release I am especially looking forward to. That's the album Immutable, and then my top 20 albums of 2018 is coming up on Saturday, all being well, so I'll be planning to probably record that prior to Saturday, and I'll be premiering that video on Saturday night. Thanks very much all for watching. As always, take care everybody, and see you next time.